All right, everybody. So just real quickly, I'm going to be recording this, so I need you to kind of stay quiet as much as possible. All right, so we are at the Apple here. Upper right, upper left, Apple. Go down to System Settings. Apple, System Settings, okay? Follow along. Okay, if I'm going too fast, raise your hand and I'll slow down. Apple, System Settings. Now, I have a different mouse than everybody. In fact, I don't even have a mouse. So down here, you might find a mouse. Okay, so look for a mouse on the left side. Okay, for those of you who have the old screen, look for mouse. On the right side, it says primary. There's a drop-down menu. Click on secondary on the right side. Okay. Okay. Everybody should, if you go to classroom, okay? By the way, so let me go ahead and, if you have not signed in, please open up Google Classroom. Here is the code to the class. Okay, so Alberto, you may want to do this. Okay, everybody good? Yeah. Okay, I'll get to it in a second. All right, first of all, you got Dreamweaver open. Now let's open up Classroom. Okay, let's open up, in Classroom. Alberto, did you sign into Google Classroom? Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire up Dreamweaver really quickly. Show you around. I'm assuming most of you guys had done the homework. Okay, so I see only 5 people didn't turn it in. Okay. So you may want to kind of spend some time tonight to do this so we can catch up. I'm going to be grading it. Now, here's the project. Listen up. Very, 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 very cool project, I think. Okay, this option, okay, so let me go ahead and put it on edit. So I see some spelling errors. Sorry. Students have a choice of producing a one-page website with a recorded audio on top. Okay? In this option, in this demo project, it's not an option. You got to do it. Okay? Objective: students will enter notes on the page. Okay? So, in other words, if you listen to the video, okay, like I see some of you guys did, which is awesome, thank you. You may want to copy and paste that into Dreamweaver. Okay? Dreamweaver is not that hard. It's actually pretty easy. As far as I'm concerned, but I'll make sure you guys find it easier. Here's the thing. You're going to create a podcast, a simple audio. You'll team up with between 2 to 4 people. If you want to work by yourself, you can. I don't recommend it, but if you want to, I'll respect that. You're just going to talk about whatever. Okay? Actually, I take that back. No. Take that back. You're going to talk about what you learned here with this here. And that's boring stuff. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I want you to talk about how the internet was made and how it impacted your lives. And don't tell me it doesn't impact your life. Oh, hell yeah, it does. Okay? If you're on Instagram, if you're on hologram, whatever. If you're on, what's the other one? TikTok? Okay? Anybody on Facebook? I'll give them extra credit right now. Yeah, right, liars. Okay, hey, if you're on Facebook, send me a screenshot and I will go of Facebook and I'll give you extra credit. Anybody in Generation Z, okay, if you Zoomers are on Facebook, I am impressed. Okay. Okay, Zoomers. All right, so now what I'd like you to do is open up your notes that you took. Let me introduce you to Dreamweaver. Okay, here we go. So for those of you who haven't found Dreamweaver, and by the way, how many of you guys have Adobe products scattered all around? So notice how I'm doing this. Did I show the new people how to do this? Probably not. You can actually take the mouse and go from back to forth, or you can click on these little buttons over here. It'll go back and forth, okay? See? back and forth. This right here is a launch pad. So if you click there, that's where you get to these. Now the other thing I recommend doing, listen up y'all. So right here, like I'm going to go ahead and see, you notice that all these right here, I'm just going to do this again. So for learning purposes. Okay, so for those who already have me, forgive me for repeating, but you know, we got to be unselfish about it. Now watch what happens. Actually, I'll just do the whole thing. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so watch this. I'm going to go ahead and click and drag this into one icon into another, and it creates a little folder. And I call it graphics and design. You can call it whatever you like. Everybody try that for those who are new. Go ahead, and it might be, so go ahead and click and drag. Anything with the big numbers. Now, if it's in the corner, it's going to play keep away. So I'm going to now go to, what you can do now, look, watch this. You can now move the entire folder, graphics and design, all the way to the upper left. There we go. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, now I should have done this. Because I got all these over here, what I should have done, now watch this, I'm going to take this, I'm going to go across, now I'm going to hold. Look at that. See, now I moved everything over. And now I'm going to go ahead, if you click, okay, see, I'm going to right click and quit, sorry. So if you see that it's playing keep away, move this folder to the middle so it has no place to go. So I'm going to put Audition in there. I'm going to put Premiere in there. Okay, if I can. Dreamweaver. Okay, and then there it is right there. And then once I'm done, Premiere is pretty important. How many juniors? How many freshmen, sophomores? How many freshmen and sophomores do I have? Okay. Well, I hope you guys eventually take Intro to Graphics and Advanced Graphics. You know what Mr. McDougall tried to teach you. Okay, it's really, really powerful course. I offer it as well, but I don't know if it'll be me teaching or Mr. McDougall. At any rate, but over the years you may want to take it. Now I'm going to move this over. And notice how it's right here. I'm going to take this guy, move this here, and I'm going to call it communication. Or actually display. This is my own thing, so don't worry about this. Okay, whenever you get a message like this, Adobe Dreamweaver 2021 would like to access your files and your desktop folder. Always press OK. Now you should be at something like this. Anybody here? Okay. If you're here, click on No, I'm new, because you are new, okay? If you're here. Okay, ladies in the front, are you able to get, are you at this part, did you already do this part? Okay. So they're veterans. Now, you should always choose standard workspace. Standard workspace. All right, Damien, take care. Wait till we're done here and then I'll let you go, okay? You don't want to miss this. Where are you at? You already did this? Okay, you chose standard workspace? Okay. All right, choose standard workspace. And then here you can choose the color you like. Okay, so you can choose a theme and then once you're there, press Get Started. Anybody need me to look over their shoulder? Let's look at Dreamweaver. And let me show you how it all works out, okay? So the first thing you guys should do, go ahead and click on Create New. Click on Create New. And then you get to this right here. Okay, everybody click on Create New. Okay, make sure the following is selected. New document, HTML, and over here you're going to put down history of internet. Okay, there you go. So new document, HTML, history of internet. Okay, anybody need me to look over their shoulder? Okay, so everybody with me? All right, next thing you're going to do is where it says create on the lower right. Press create, okay? Camila, press create. If you see this, go ahead and press on import sync settings. Okay, so press create. Okay. Okay, if you see anything else here, just press X. Okay, is everybody good? Looks like everybody's good. Let's do this, please. Okay, file, save as. Okay, file, save as. File, save as. Okay, press this. And what I'd like you to do is go ahead and change whatever name you have over here to index. Now, do not press save yet. You're going to click on this little arrow here. If you get this message here, I would like to access documents, just say yes. Okay? All right, we ready? Then what I'd like you to do is click on the downloads folder. Okay, if it asks you this question, just say yes. Okay. Then what I'd like you to do is click on new folder. New folder, and call it Web 1. Okay, I'll stop right here and see if anybody needs. So I'm going to go ahead and press save myself. And you should have this. Now, let me explain this. On the top, you should see three things here. Code, split, live. Okay, you should have all that. Make sure you have split. Split meaning, look at this right here. These are all code. You'll be learning a lot of this. Don't worry, it's not that hard. Okay? But it requires focus. And on the top here, and by the way, you can actually make this bigger, smaller if you like. Okay. And I'm not the one to go coast to coast with an application, so I shrink it, just like this. Okay. Everybody good? Now, what I'd like you to do is press inside here. Okay, you'll click in here. And go ahead and press return a few times. Now, what I'd like you to do is take your work. Okay. Actually, let's go to this. Go to Window. Go to Window, all the way down. Go down to Properties. Window, go down to Properties, and a little box should appear, just like this, or a long box. Click on Properties. If you had taken graphics with me, I would have said this is synonymous to, like, say, the panel, the toolbar. Okay. Next thing, what I'd like you to do, let's go ahead and open up your notes. And if you don't mind, who can I use? Charlene, can I use your notes, or did you do them? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use Charlene's notes. As you can see, she did really well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy the whole thing. Okay, but before we paste it, make sure you skip a few lines. And then I'm going to go ahead, edit, paste, or Command V. Edit, paste. There we have it. Now, you see it's kind of messed up. So what I would do now is, well, you can actually just do the best you can to try to match it. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so if you have this situation, what I'd like you to do is kind of go through this, okay, what happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can do this. Put the cursor to the first sentence. Or you know what, let's do this. Do Command Z, Z as in zebra. Let's do Command Z, Z as in zebra. Let's make it all go away. Command Z, yes. Okay, you go over here, you highlight it all. Okay, and then you can go to Command C. To copy, yes. Okay, so everybody's empty. And then let's just do one at a time. Let's just do this one first. Okay, so Command C, copy. And let's go ahead over here and edit P. Edit paste, sorry, edit paste. Edit paste. All right. Now, my recommendation is to put the cursor, everybody got the first sentence in there? My recommendation is to put the cursor right here. And then, inside the properties box, you'll notice that you've got bullet points and ordered lists, unordered and ordered. My recommendation is to go ahead and click on unordered. Okay, even though she's got 1, 2, 3, whatever, click on unordered. There you have it. Anybody need me to look over their shoulder? Okay. Now, okay, what Charlene did was in her work, she had sublists, okay? So let me go ahead. Okay, so the first word, Sputnik, was launched. I'm going to go ahead and click here. And watch this. I'm going to press return and a new bullet point. But I'm going to click on this right here, indent. If I click there, okay, that happens. Okay, and then of course we got leave it to Beaver. Press return. There you have it. Okay, we'll do one more line and then we'll shut things off. Okay, watch this. I'm going to go ahead and press return. But, oops, I don't know what happened there. I'm going to go ahead and press return, but then I'm going to go ahead and click on this icon right here, outdent. And look, it goes, let me see if that works. I think the best thing to do is to go ahead and create a bunch of bullet points like this. So in other words, press the space bar and just keep going down, okay? And then what I did was I copied the next line. Okay, so she didn't put that there. And just paste. Okay? All right, we're almost done, everybody. So let's go ahead and continue this tomorrow. So do File, Save, and let's go ahead and shut down our computers, except for you, Alberto. I'll get to you in a second. And please, when you leave, okay, straighten out your stations.